Dark Nexus. Tonight, it's Act 4, Chapter 166. We're picking up this week back down on the second floor of Mun's House of Horrors, back amongst all the paintings laid face down on the floor, inside one of which can Dabwick almost hear the sound of their friends screaming, crying out desperately for rescue. Kill me. Don't wait, save us. Surely not. That must only be their imagination. But just to recap our process in Mun's house thus far, we cleared out the first floor of the first Hollow One version of Mun, and after a quick eye cast over the 4 rooms filled with books and paintings and knickknacks, we found a scroll of raised dead cleverly concealed behind one painting, and noticed the absence of a map of the nation of Qadira in the lounge. But we pretty much left a thorough search of that floor for later. On the second floor, we put down a second Hollow One and then systematically removed all the paintings from the walls, again, to be dealt with later. On the third floor, in Mun's gruesome laboratory, we put down 2 skin stitches and the hell wasp swarms that they contained. But we did leave poor, tormented number 61 floating in his jar of fluid. Save me, Dabwick. Again, to be dealt with later. And then on the 4th floor, in the place of skin, we put down a third Hollow One, and we tangled with a legit Darrow crime lord and her chief lieutenant. Both have fallen now, but it did take a chase back down to the 2nd floor, but Twain finally went down. So what remains, aside from all the stuff that I've noted to Paul that's been left for later? We know that there is a dark young of Shub-Nagurath in the attic, likely Mun's so-called anomalous friend. And whatever lies in the basement surgery and the sub-basement caverns, both reachable by the elevator Bash has temporarily jimmied in place, we're still on the placebo effect clock that's keeping the hell wasp venom from trying to kill Pandora. 9 minutes and counting. And there's about 8 minutes left on Bash's final gravity gun of the day. Bash and Pandora are still flying, I believe, and all those hours per level buffs like Hunter's Blessing and so forth are still going. Grip's down some hit points, but I believe still well above the bloodied point, right, Robert?
Oh, I am just above bloodied.
Just above bloodied. All right, so resources are dwindling, but not quite gone. I'm assuming that we're pressing on? What's the plan, my friends?
Real quick, what do we actually have still going for us? Like, who's out of spell slots? Who's out of, like... What are people down to?
Yeah, I'm out of 5th level spells. My 4th level spells, I don't know what kind of effect they're going to have on the dread goat tree that lives in the attic. I'm really down to maybe 1 offensive spell and going to be support with a wand. That's about the best I can do.
Are you done with summons for the day?
Yep.
Okay.
I have no 4th level slots left. I have only 5th level slots left, but my 5th level spells are better used probably as 4th level spells.
Sure.
I have 1 3rd level spell. I have 5 2nd level spells and 2 1st level spells, but to be honest, I'm saving those for a burst of adrenaline for when I have to start making saves against the poison.
Yeah.
I'm not in great shape. I mean, I'm full of hit points.
Yeah.
But as far as usefulness goes, most of my useful spells are 3rd level, and I have only but 1 slot left. If we keep going, I'm going to have to keep casting Placebo Effect, which is a 2nd level slot, which takes away from a burst of adrenaline slot, depending on how many saves I have to make. So right now, I'm completely focused on what's going to happen when the Placebo Effect runs out. I am, I'll be honest, saving a 5th level slot for teleport if we decide going back to town to deal with this is the thing to do. But Pandora understands how the world works just as much as Katie does, which is this place will not be the same when we return. And it may be more challenging. So that's where I'm at. It's all about the hell wasp poison. I don't want Dora to die this way. Like, she
Yeah.
can go out in a
Yeah.
blaze of glory, but this is not it.
Yeah.
So I'm
Bee stings.
conserving resources.
Yeah.
This is not
Understood.
my girl. I don't want to go like that.
Yeah.
Would the druid's shop, Ashgrove's shop in Admiral's Fen, would he carry neutralized poison? Or is that too high a level for him?
He might. It's also, it's at night right now.
Right.
I think the
What about
next
the-
day the world's your oyster.
Temple.
It's also
it's
after dark.
Abadar, though, right?
There's a number of temples. There's temples to basically any of the good gods you could think of. Any of the
right. So
civilized
which
gods.
is the most like an emergency room? That's what you know what I mean. Like where we could go, and yes, I know it's night, but we need to get in because we have an emergency and need this thing.
Sure, I think that'd probably be a knowledge local check from Dabs to come up with a solution for that.
And so what time of day is it right now?
It's morning.
No.
No?
No, it is right after nightfall because Dabs did their
Right.
meditation. So it's Dabs'
Right.
morning, but at the end of the day for
Right.
you all.
So
That's always going to mess me up.
Right.
so it sounds like trying
I
to
guess
do
that makes it closer to it's probably closer to 6. So things would be open. Sure, if you want to go back, you could find something.
But but am I right? And it sounds like Pandora trying to rest before solving the poison issue is
That's
not
not
is
gonna
not is not
Yeah,
a
she
is
can't.
not a thing that we can do. Okay.
Timing wise, that's not going to happen.
And Grip. How's Grip doing?
With some healing, I'm good to go for a little while longer.
I'm at full hit points, and I literally have one single extract remaining. Otherwise, everything else has been used up. And I am also down to a single point of inspiration.
Perfect. That's exactly where I want you.
That's a daily
Yeah.
replenish.
So,
Do we stay or do we go?
Pandora's feeling is let's deal with the poison the way we were talking about dealing with it, which is letting the placebo effect run out, or I guess dismissing it.
But trying to do that here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if we can do it.
Do it right now to see if
To
it's
see
an
if
issue.
it works, and if not,
And if you just let it run out and nothing comes and attacks you, that is a period of time during which Grip could actually be
get
regaining
your stamina back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
You want to hunker down for 9 minutes and then make some
think
saves?
so. I think
So you can make some rolls on the wandering monster table.
I'm going to check the table. I can roll on the table.
What at the back of the book?
Well,
What does it say? What does it say?
if we're going to do that, then where's the best place to hunker down? Is this floor the best place to hunker
Might
down?
be because it gives us a little buffer from the first floor, and we know that the 2 floors above us are currently
Cleared aside from.
yeah.
And this is a big open room. So you've
Yeah,
got sight
you got
lines to
sight
both
lines to the stairs.
both staircases.
As opposed to the counters of the lab
And over here where I'm pinging down on the southeast corner, there is a 5x5 cubby underneath the stairs that's well out of view of both stairwells, and you could easily put one or more of you there just to keep them, totally out of sight.
Can move Twain into there.
Have we done the looting of Twain?
We have not.
We have not. Right now, time is still paused
Yeah, okay.
because we got a lot of things taken down. But if we're going to take a little bit of time in this room, is that the plan? Do we all agree to this plan?
I mean, if we're doing that, then Bash is probably going to be like having Dora lay down and
Starting to tend.
starting to tend and stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. And then have Dabs keep an eye on one stairwell and Grip an eye on the other.
Yep.
Who's going to watch which one?
I'll watch the one on the north.
The stairs down. Okay, great. Before this begins, do you want to do any little bit of healing on the Gripper there, Dabs?
Yeah. Let's do a couple hits with home. We got time to load you right up.
No reason not to.
How down are you?
I'm down an even 40 hit points.
40 hit points. Okay. We're about to. Okay.
There you go.
4 more hits from the wand, and you are back to full.
Sweet.
Thank you.
And then what? So then we know that. What's your character's name? We know that Bash is going to. Oh my goodness!
I had to
just
do the same thing.
I was just like, wait, which are you?
What's my
Hey,
name?
what's your character's name? So Bash is going to tend to Pandora, and this will involve the heal check to set her up with a bonus on her saving throw. Why don't you go ahead and roll that up, Johnny? And unlike a lot of these heal things where the DC is a set, easy to hit number. This is actually going against the difficulty class of the poison. What'd you get there?
37.
Heyo.
That's good.
Come on.
Actually, 39 using the +2 circumstance bonus of using the healer's kit.
Success. So, Katie, you will get to add +4 on the next save you have to make against this, and it sounds like you're going to do a...
Burst of adrenaline.
Burst of
Give me
adrenaline?
another +3.
Great. So this will be... And we're going to let placebo effect wear out.
Yes.
Great. So, Robert, you get 9 of your stamina points back during the course of this period of waiting. This period of waiting, which ends up being absolutely silent in the building. Dabs hears nothing moving around or coming up from below, and Grip hears no sound or any evidence of movement from above. And then Katie, all right, so when you froze this save with the placebo effect, you were at the second level of the track with 1 successful save. So this first save coming back, if you make it, you will go up, you will end the poison and you'll be stuck there at this second level until you can get the poison removed from your system.
Does that happen naturally over time, or does it have to be a neutralized poison?
It would take a full day of bed rest or 2 nights of normal rest to naturally go up 1 step. However, this is something, that particular kind of recovery is something that Bash can help with, and with a successful heal check over the course of 1 night's sleep, you would go up 1 level on the track.
And I'm down 2.
You're on the second level.
So making this save doesn't
Making
cure
the save
her, it just stops the progression.
Stops the progression.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely vital.
Yeah. So it's a little different than diseases. Diseases, the saves will start to move you up and get you healthier. This all she's trying to do right now is stop
Got it, okay.
the death spiral here.
Horrifying.
Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. Fort
Ready?
save.
29.
Success.
Yes.
Oh.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, so you are the poison is out of your system, but you're gonna stay at this stiffened level of the dexterity poison track for the time being. You are flat-footed, denied your dex bonus to AC, can't make attacks of opportunity, and -2 on basically everything dex related.
Welcome to success, I
Heyo.
guess. Jesus. All right, so where does that leave us for what we're doing now?
There's a horrible plant creature upstairs. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it a plant?
No, it is an
I was worried
alien
about
life
that.
form
Yeah,
that looks like a plant,
right.
but you would assume it to be an aberration of some sort.
So my black spell's not going to do much.
We should go through this place and see if there is anything useful in it. We could look and see if Altheel has anything useful, if Twain has anything useful.
All
We
right,
should
yeah.
literally
let's at least do that
go
first.
through
Go through
and
their
see if
bodies.
there's anything at all that we can use that will be of help to us.
Yeah.
Some little detect magic here, Dabs, on the
Yeah.
second floor.
Yeah.
I'll do a little psychic significance, too.
Yeah, I think this is Mun's bedroom and personal library. So many things in here are glowing to Pandora's sight. There's probably a number of small trinkets that either came from you or made him think of you that seem to resonate and glow with a particular heat to you. And then there's just this throbbing, pulsing light that feels almost like tied to Dabwick psychically from one
of the
particular
paintings.
painting that's down near the southeast corner near that cubby. Hey, so you figured out at least which painting you're gonna have to deal with. In terms of magic in this room, Twain's vambraces are glowing. A few potions. Her studded leather armor, her ackless, her short sword. Oh, those are upstairs, but you'll find them in a moment. And her cloak. Oh, and her haversack.
Yay.
I won't fuck around with a handy haversack. There's another one for you all. Whoever doesn't have one can add one to their sheet. We just bought 2 more. Is that gripper?
Grip.
Yeah, I'll take.
Free handy haversack for you. Give me some spellcraft checks there, Polly.
How about an 18?
You don't know what the vambraces do.
How about a 27?
Oh, God. Well, the potions are... It's 3 potions of Cure Serious Wound. Studded leather.
Nope. 16.
The Atlas.
Nope. 13. Laugh it up. Laugh it up, y'all.
Short sword.
29.
+1. Short sword +1. Cloak of Resistance. Oh, I just told you. Well, you
told
just
me.
got it. Cloak of Resistance +2.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't think we have any of those in this party yet.
No.
How much does...
my saves suck, guys.
I'm good with Pandora having the
That's
Cloak
fine
of
with
Resistance
me, yeah.
+2. What's the weight of a handy haversack?
5 pounds.
And it holds 120, so like we put it in parentheses.
Okay, so we've got some unidentified vambraces, unidentified studded leather, unidentified Atlas. Oh, 30 gold pieces she had on her, if you want to add that to the list.
What's
Sean.
an Atlas?
That is the hooked throwing club with the long cord. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And the 3 potions of Cure Serious Wounds, did you distribute those
Oh
already?
my gosh. Cure Serious, that's nice.
3d8 +5.
Anyone mind if I hold one of those?
I think that those should go to Grip, Pandora, and Bash.
Thank you.
And then heading upstairs into the lab and casting Detect Magic up there.
I'm going to put on the vambraces.
Oh.
All right, you don't notice anything happen yet.
Does Twain also have anything like, I don't know, a formula book?
Yes.
Can somebody who crafts extracts use a different formula book, or do they have to copy it into their own before they can use it?
Both. You can use it, but you have to make checks as you
'Cause
do
it's
it.
not
Every
yours.
single time you learn, every single time you craft your extract from someone else's formula book, you could fumble it. So you basically have to make
Interesting.
lots of checks to do it.
But if you copy it into yours, then it becomes yours. Is
Which
that-
your own.
which takes time.
Time-consuming
Yeah,
and-
takes time and some money.
Cool.
But it's a great way to learn new extracts.
It is.
Kill other alchemists.
Murder them and take their
their
loot.
shit.
Well, you could just take their stuff. You don't have to actually murder them. We're not full murder.
Tomato,
hobos.
tomato.
So, as Dabs casts Detect Magic on the lab floor, it turns out there are a total of 6 of these elixirs of fire breath. I believe Bash already identified 1 or 2 of them. These pop up immediately to Dabs' senses. These are the bubbling potions that allow the drinker to spit gouts of flame 3 times, 4d6 points of damage to a single target up to 25 feet away. The target can make a reflex save, and it'll last for an hour. If you drink it for 1 full hour, you can breathe up to 3 times.
And every time it's the same, it doesn't diminish over time.
That's correct. So
That's really cool.
So yeah, it's 46 each time. It's just the reflex save is very low, DC 13.
I'd like one just for fun.
It's better than that flame sphere that Dabwick had up the other day.
And Altheel also has another +1 short sword. Seems to be similar make to that of Twain. Magical leather armor and a potion. Why don't you let Johnny roll in the potion?
I will roll in the potion.
Oh, don't bother. Cure light wounds. And give me a roll on the armor there, Polly.
Nope.
Nope, unknown. Magical leather armor.
I'm sorry, 46 on the fire breath?
4d6. You can single target up to 25 feet.
I took 1.
5 remain.
I mean, I'll happily take all of them if nobody wants them, but
I mean, I'll definitely take like two or three. I
Yeah,
could
yeah.
use them.
people with better decks.
Anybody else want?
Not really my thing.
Dabwick?
Yeah, I'll take one.
All right. There is also Blade Guard that we didn't actually give out. There, how many of the Blade Guard were there? I think there was like
The heck is that?
2.
3 bottles of Blade Guard. This will protect weapons from oozes and rust monsters, anything that would dissolve weapons.
I mean, I feel like I'll take one.
Yeah, I may as well. That's probably not a. Yeah.
And since we're taking the time here to go through the room, there would be a total of 16 more acid vials.
I mean, since everybody has a handy haversack, if we have 16, I see no reason not just to divide it evenly.
Everybody takes 4?
Everybody
You
takes
won't
4.
add your weight. Great.
Yep.
Party full of handy haversacks is an odd thing.
It really is.
I mean, it's a great thing because
It's
then
awesome.
everybody can always pull stuff from it as a move action that
Yeah.
doesn't provoke is awesome.
9 more flasks of alchemist fire.
I will take 2. Just so
I'll take a couple of those.
5 and 5.
I'll take 2.
All right, I'll take 3.
22 alkali flasks.
The hell is that?
This is the thing that acts like acid against acid creatures.
Against
so if you
oozes,
if you
yeah.
throw it against just a normal creature, it acts like a normal flask of acid. Against oozes and other acid-based creatures, it deals double damage.
You said 21?
22.
22.
All right.
I'll take 5.
Who wants to have 6?
I'll take 6.
All right. I'll take 6.
They're a pretty cool item.
Grip, you can have 5.
Thank you.
And while we're pouring through the disarray of alchemical items, objects, and ingredients on the counter, how does Curious Dab look back at number 61?
Since we're, Davik is fascinated by this swirling skin.
Complete and whole skin of a humanoid creature.
And it's
in a
looking up at the
giant jaw.
stopper, right?
Like, let me out, and trying to talk. It's moving its mouth. Looks like a weird sea anemone inside there, but its skin somehow seemingly sentient.
If I roll a 1 or a 2 on a 4-sided die, Dabwick's curiosity gets the better of them, and they
I love
Everyone's
everything about
looking
this.
elsewhere.
rolled a 4. Dabwick was able to keep their hands to themselves.
We'll get it on the way back.
Did we make any kind of roll on what this skin was?
Yeah, you did. You were
Okay.
pretty sure it was a failed attempt to make a hollow one.
So it's my Acnean skin.
No.
No.
No? Tried to make a hollow one out of something else?
Maybe.
Hard to say.
Until we actually pull. Well, I mean,
But I hope it's not mine.
So our knowledge of those hollow ones is telling us that everyone that was a Myacnean Mun hollow one was made from a full set of his skin. Is that right? Or just a full set of skin?
It was made from his skin. Pandora thinks of the way Mun would talk about this, like he probably would spend years slowly skinning parts of himself to add to the hollow. Like maybe the reason why so far on these floors there's only been a total of 3 thus far and not 20 is because what an excruciating thing to go through, right? So this is either he skinned himself fully or this is somebody else's skin entirely, as maybe he was beginning his research into how to do this.
But all the skin in the skin place was not all Mun skins. Those were various humanoids, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Different sizes, different colors, different makeups, different consistencies, different textures.
Yeah.
Like that's just a room full of like legitimately kidnapped people that he has skinned.
This is the I know. My skin is crawling.
so yeah.
This guy
It's
is
literally crawling
foul.
off your body. Yeah.
This guy is foul.
So
The great philanthropist of Casimir, y'all.
part of this kidnapping ring,
Ex-boyfriend.
who's then taken the people, killed them, skinned their flesh, or not killed them and skinned their flesh, and used it for experiments.
For various purposes. To make hollow ones, maybe to make things that these Darrow could wear so they could walk in the sunlight.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
for reasons.
Katie's just
I'm
not
gonna
having it.
This is so gross.
All right. I have to know. I opened the jar with the skin in it.
Oh gosh!
Yay. Thank you.
Didn't even roll on that.
Nope.
He just
It interacts with your Vam bracers in a way you don't expect.
This is all just an attempt to not go up and fight the goat tree.
It's true. We're all stalling. We don't want to do it. Maybe we can talk.
If I
to
get beaten up badly enough by this, then we'll be forced to teleport away.
Oh, he's reading so much. This is the thing. It's definitely going to be immune to mind-affecting effects.
You just keep talking.
So Bash walks up to this jar and taps on it.
Grip is standing there with his jaw hanging open.
Yeah.
What?
There's a sign
What the
right
actual
there.
fuck?
Do not touch the glass.
It might have information.
Ugh.
And he opens it up.
The face part of this unbroken sheet of skin rises up to the surface and crests out the top, and then the lips start moving, and when it's out of the liquid, you hear this so faint whispery voice. And it uses itself to turn it itself into kind of a pointy finger, and it points at this large blue substance that Bash would identify as a particular kind of caustic liquid that destroys flesh.
Please put me out of my misery. 10 years like this have I lived, listening to that madman talk and talk and talk, never stop talking.
Dora's stop talking. He's not going to kill you if he thinks you have information.
Is there anything I can do to repay you? I have heard him say much over the years and recently. What do you want to know? What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Please kill me. Please kill me.
All right. We're not monsters anymore. We'll help you. Who are you?
Once upon a time, I called myself Devin.
Do you have anybody? Any people?
I don't. No.
Who were your people?
There was a brother.
Charles. Yeah.
He was older than me. He may be gone now.
How old were you?
50-something.
Okay. And what did you do?
I was a cobbler.
Okay. Did you have a shop?
I believe so.
Okay. Any part of the city?
The shadow. Kill me, please.
Let's not prolong this, Dora thinks to Bash.
I think that his family would want to know what happened to him, that he's at peace, at least. What can you tell us about Mun? What was he planning? Why did he leave?
He's going to the Mysterium. He came through in a terrible hurry. He hadn't known he was going, but that's where they are going. It's where the book is being held.
Anything else you can tell us about who he was planning on going with, or when they were going, or...
There was a friend he mistrusts, someone from his past. There were the mercenaries. They were here briefly, but they travel with them now. There are more, Darrow, in the building.
Downstairs.
Yes. The one with the many arms never travels alone. The road to Gorgonbeer is open. The greatest secret this house contains.
Do I recognize the name Corganbeer?
Gorgonbeer is the terrible Darrow city underneath Casimir, where Dabwick briefly visited,
Got it.
and for there to be a entrance to this is
Horrifying.
bad news. Like the entrances that are known are clocked and watched and very carefully tended, or else sealed off. Dabwick does not recognize this as a... This seems actually a little far outside of the city for there to be an entrance. So it seems, yeah. The great philanthropist has yet another secret.
Okay.
Ask about the creature upstairs.
Do you know anything about the tree upstairs?
His friend is an anomalous friend.
His anomalous friend. Got a name?
It whispers secrets to him. He feeds it and it tells him what he needs to know.
What does he feed it?
People.
You've been around Mun for years. What makes him crazy? What hurts him? What is he scared of?
Loss of control. He is the master of every element of his life. And nothing makes him angrier than a failed experiment, a surprise development, a failed project, or an unexpected visitor.
We plan to stop him.
Say my name as the lights go out in his eyes.
I will.
And he picks up the blue bubbling liquid and pours it in.
And with extreme rapidity, this sheet of flesh dissolves first into kind of a sticky slime and then into just particles that dissipate, and all sense of motion and life and light inside. Jar 61 goes out. We can make a check on the Mysterium.
Yeah.
Knowledge history.
28.
35.
Let's talk about the Mysterium. What is most commonly known knowledge, though not necessarily common in this part of the world, is that the Mysterium, with air quotes, is the modern sort of colloquial name for an ancient library, originally known as the Hakar Miniar. It's located on the continent of Kazmaran, in the city of Kathir, which is the capital of Kadira. It was built over 3,000 years ago in the early decades of Kathir's founding, had a ton of prominence and prestige in its early centuries as one of the great libraries of the ancient world, and as this very important place of study and instruction. But as time passed and Kathir grew and the world moved on, it eventually became just one among a long list of fascinating libraries and institutes of study in a city that eventually grew to be one of the largest in the world. Casimir is feeling pretty big as a real-world city for y'all right now, but Kathir dwarfs it. 5 or 6 times the size of the city. So today, the Church of Nethys apparently oversees it, and it's got a reputation like, think of it like this. I don't know how much of a thing this is anymore as we move further and further into the internet and disinformation era, but when I was younger, every place I ever lived had that one secondhand bookstore, like dusty, impossible to navigate, filling some weird warehouse space, floor to ceiling with endless halls and tunnels of books, with a quirky weirdo of an owner who always knew exactly where every single book in the place was. That's sort of how the Mysterium is thought of today. This oddity, like not an attraction for the average person, but those in the know would think, it's really cool. It's interesting. It's a neat relic, that funny little old building with all the angel statues. That's probably what Pandora recalls of it. What Bash knows, yes, the Church of Nethys did eventually take over the stewardship of the Mysterium. Nethys, as a reminder, is the god of magic in this world. And for just a little reminder of his story, he was once mortal and was obsessed with gaining of knowledge. And at some point, he actually achieved his goal of knowing everything. and he witnessed simultaneously what was happening literally everywhere in the universe at once, and he became a god. And he went mad. So he's a god of magic and a god of knowledge, but he's also a dual-edged or dual-faced god, equally obsessed with destruction and protection. Most of his worshippers, as mere mortals, tend to be drawn to one or the other of these two extremes more predominantly. For example, Katie and I are playing a game right now where we've had a number of run-ins with the death and destruction type of Nethys worshippers. But the good news here is that the specific sect of Nethysians that run the Mysterium are called the Stewards of the Vault. And they have dedicated their lives to protecting the world from the knowledge that could destroy it. In fact, they took over control of this particular library because they found out that it was wildly more complicated, enchanted, and warded than anyone in the modern era actually knew, to such an extent that they turned it into a secure depository for rare and dangerous books. Books that need to disappear, books that must never be opened or opened again. At the heart of this library, there is an extra-dimensional space known only as the Soul, S-O-U-L. And the stewards of the vault have placed every dangerous book that has fallen into their hands into the Soul and dedicated their lives to maintaining and protecting it, all while keeping a super low profile about what their actual business is. So they manage the Mysterium like a run-of-the-mill quirky little library, and they let scholars peruse many of its floors. And they like to give the impression of being kind of out-of-touch nerds who just like their little old building and its dusty old books. But deep inside this building, they keep a secret vault, and no one knows exactly what's in it.
Except for the Necronomicon.
Except apparently, according to Mun, the Necronomicon.
So I have two thoughts. So this is basically like a prison for like dangerous magical secrets.
Yeah, highly warded, highly guarded, highly secret. Yep.
So sometime in the future, there's going to be a heist.
Heyo.
And then my second thought is that this comes from a memory that a memory of the Triangle Mans of Mun let slip one night. Like he overheard him talking to.
When Mun was unaware that you were listening?
Yep. And he heard him talking about this, going like.
With Lols or something?
Yeah. Talking about.
I've got this secret. You know what's really going on with Mysterium?
And Lowell's being like, oh, it's that stupid bookstore and stuff. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But actually. So I think that's where that comes from.
Awesome. So, knowing you do not know anything about the particular kind of warding that this place has, but I think this would scratch those of you with, 20-some intelligence of like, it's very, very likely that just like the Necronomicon itself, this entire building itself may be warded from teleportation and or divination and or like they might make it impossible to learn about it or see it by magic.
Which means that if our friends are there,
they might be inside it.
They would not be able to be seen or heard from or anything.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do we go up or down? Because I'll tell you what, I thought we were going to take on the tree goat, but I don't want to have Darrow on our tail.
They can't get up here if you've lodged the elevator. They have no way.
You sure about that?
Yeah, there are no stairs leading.
They can't just climb up the walls of that operating room?
There's just this fucking goat tree up there. It doesn't sound like that's likely to come down the ladder after us. But I think Bash might be right, and we don't know what those fucking Darrow are going to do. So maybe that is a more pressing concern if we don't think we can do both before we rest, maybe...
One sounds like one encounter that will be very difficult. The other sounds like it could be multiple encounters that we simply don't have the resources for.
It's just Darrow.
Shut up. You're not here.
Does anyone, from any checks that were made on Darrow or anything like that, do we have a sense that, like, Twain was an exceptionally tough Darrow, or is Twain an example of a Darrow?
Twain was a highly leveled Darrow. You would think of just your standard run-of-the-mill Darrow being, like a gnome that can sneak attack.
And so even
can't go in the sunlight.
What's the other guy?
Althiel was also a leveled mesmerist.
Right. Okay. And so
Most likely the thing that will change if we go away is what's coming from below.
that's probably
Right.
true.
That's true.
So,
But
from
do
all
you
under-
think we have the resources to handle all that is below? Because
I don't know.
think that we do.
I don't know, but we
When
if
Dabs and I are out, Dabs becomes a healer and I become a bard that can give you +2 to 1 attack.
if we know we're going to have to come back and fight more things anyways, would we rather somehow close the door downstairs and stop them from being able to come?
I mean,
More so than we have now with debilitating the lift.
I think it's worthwhile to check out.
I guess there's an argument to be made that with Althiel and Twain not reporting back downstairs, they might think something is wrong. But right now, I'm not sure why they would come up.
without Mun here feeding it things.
We think we'll just starve it to death.
Well, I don't know. I mean, do we have a sense
I'm
of?
not joking.
Is it going to come out looking for food? Like, does it have?
Right.
Can it climb down a ladder? Can
is
it
it able
teleport?
to?
Like, what do we know enough about it to know?
No.
Like, is it a danger?
You
to
said
others?
it was an alien.
It is not of this world.
Well, I have one thing.
Uh-oh.
I have a scroll of dismissal.
It is of this plane.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
Yeah, this campaign is when we got to get a little used to a lot of the freaky things from other places are actually from this universe.
Right.
They're
that's what
they're
I
just
was
not from this
asking.
planet.
I asked it
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, but it is a good reminder for us all because we spent the last book bouncing back and forth with another plane of existence. Like a lot of what you'll be facing here is actually from here, just not from here.
Which is why when I said when I put dismissal on my list of spells, you were like, please don't take dismissal.
Yes. Like you will regret it.
I literally just had the thought that if we'd had dismissal in the last book, we could dismiss each other from the plane of dreams.
Yeah, if I hadn't forever been using my mnemonic vestments
Oh
for
no,
other
wait,
things.
actually no, because you used the ritual. No, you couldn't. It wouldn't work. Oh. If anything, it might have broken your connection and you might have been stuck
Could
there.
we have dismissed Chester?
No, because he had the. Well, maybe so. I don't know. I don't know what I would have ruled.
But
maybe so.
denizens of Lang that are on the prime material plane
They
could be
are
dismissed
extra
back.
planar. Yes, 100%.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I mean, every level, the dismissal scroll that I have becomes less and less useful. Because
true.
it's a caster level 7, and
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
not going to dismiss Weirly. It almost never works, even when you're casting it as a full-on at your caster level. So,
All right. So it seems like right now we have 3 choices. We can leave now and just say, fuck it, and go back to the city and heal up and then come back. We can try to go upstairs and fight the goat tree and then leave and go to the city and then come back. Or we can go downstairs and try to plug up this Darrow hole and then possibly leave and go to the city and come back. I don't think that we have the resources to
do
finish
both.
off everything.
I don't either.
Agreed.
Unless we choose to stay here in this
Yeah,
place.
not going back to the city on all of those options is also
Yeah, if we decide that
variable.
we're gonna camp and try to hold out here. But I think if we do that, then we're better off going down and trying to clean up the mess downstairs before going upstairs.
I feel like if all it was the tree upstairs, I would feel a little better about trying to rest here. I don't feel good about trying to rest here if there's a Darrow hole.
yeah.
What's Dabwick's thoughts?
Dabwick loves the idea of being rested before we go for the goat tree.
the thing is.
But Dabwick needs a whole day to
Yeah,
prepare.
Dabwick
Right.
needs 24 hours. The
Right.
rest of us
Right.
need 12.
Right.
So resting for 12 hours and getting 3 of us back is also a variable.
My vote is to go down to the Darrow hole, but
I'll second that vote.
so far we're at a
Sounds like-
50-50.
No, it sounds like you feel better about going down to the Darrow hole too.
Darrow hole. I love this.
I don't
wanna
feel
open this
great.
I can't. I don't like that.
I don't feel
'cause
great
can't
about either of
fit.
them, but I think there's greater potential risk at waiting on the Darrow than there is waiting on the thing. So yes, I guess I agree.
The anomalous friend.
Yeah. And also, we can hold out a little hope that with Twain and Altheel, perhaps what's left aren't, they'll be easier to deal with than those two were. So that's a hope we can hold out. I should never say things like that out loud in front of.
I'll say that honestly, that Pandora's only hesitation here is that her armor class is 7, and these things are more likely to be, harder to get away from if there's more of them, than one thing where maybe if she can stand in the doorway, she can't get to her, but she'll do as the majority wants.
Sounds like
Sounds
we're going
downstairs.
Going downstairs.
Ugh. Oh, for the sake of fuck.
I love it when it's not at all what I expected to happen. So we make our
You'd
way.
think you would expect that by now.
You said that you loved it, but it didn't sound like you loved it when you said that.
I do. I do.
okay.
I can handle what's coming up. I got it. I got this covered. I'm fine. Nothing to see here.
Do you want us to pick the other thing?
No. Let's pick the thing he's less prepared for.
All right. Let me take you back down to the ground floor where you can stand in front of the elevator and contemplate the rest of your short lives. All right. Everybody back down on the ground floor.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and so in the southwest corner of the main lounge/library there is the elevator that Bash has jimmied shut and immobile. You've still got that open hole, that 10 by 10 hole that looks down into the surgery below. You can see the operating table there, and it's been a few weeks in our timeline here, but just a reminder that there's all sorts of brightly colored light spilling into that chamber from all sides around the hole, but no matter where you stand an angle up there, you can't see what's generating that light. But there's
Is it organic, like it's fungal, or
no, and it is non-moving.
And it's non-magical.
We have not cast Detect Magic here.
Oh, we didn't cast Detect Magic in this
we did
room?
not.
All right.
We moved through this room very quickly.
Detect magic.
The light is not magical.
All right.
Is there anything else magical in the room?
just us?
Yeah, at a certain point, like looking
there's not.
looking at each of
Us?
us, literally, we would just be like glowing brightly.
All right, so do you want to unjimmy the elevator, or do you want to jump down the hole into the surgery?
Or climb down on our 45 feet of rope.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dabwick, you want me to lower you down into the surgery? You can
No.
look around.
Why do we want to do that?
You want to lower me down first?
So we're trapped down there and don't have an easy way to get out? Is that the idea?
Well,
No,
the
so-
lift isn't
so we
really
could
an easy way to get
pull
out
him,
either.
pull him back out. If
But
there
it's
was
not a
some-
climb check. Probably.
We're trying to do anything here except for continue on.
Yeah,
I love
Exactly.
it.
We really are.
We're totally scared for some reason.
I know you all
It's
are.
been a long time since we had to adventure on low resources.
It's true.
A really, really, really long time.
It's true.
All right.
Like almost 2 years of your actual lives.
We just
yeah,
remember
even
how.
in like the other games,
Yes, it's true.
you
Yes.
don't have to do
But-
that. So this is really,
I think that I still have PTSD from that stair.
Yeah.
yeah, we're
Understand.
all
Those
still in
stairs, yeah.
Fort Hale Course.
Yeah.
In some
That
locked
really-
away part of our
That did a
psyche.
number on all of our psyches.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I hear is we're gonna lower
Lower Dabwick down
Dabwick
into
blindfolded down into the surgery.
Like we're fishing for
Yes.
sharks.
Bait.
All right, let's put Baitwick on the maybe pile.
Baitwick.
I love it.
I could wild shape into a bird, fly down there, take a look around, and fly back.
Is
But
that-
that's a what? How many times a day do
Yeah, I
you
was
get to
gonna say,
wild
what-
shape?
Twice. You can do it
maybe
twice a day.
maybe save it for because we might need beefy wild
I
shape.
might need to turn into a bear or something.
Yeah.
All right. Being serious, do you have invisibility still?
Yes, it's a slot. I
Is
have
it a
very,
teleportation slot?
Very, very few slots.
Do we think that it would be worthwhile for
Would you
either?
rather have an invisibility sphere or would you rather have haste?
Haste.
I wasn't asking about invisibility sphere. I was asking if you have invisibility.
I do. I don't want to use spell slots for reconnaissance if I don't have to.
Okay. How many people can fit in the elevator and go down at once?
Well, technically, you can all squish in there.
Great, let's do that.
And Dabwick can hide in plain sight in a building.
Yeah. Dabwick, do you want to go down the elevator or go down the hole?
I'll go down the elevator and I will stealth my way ahead and be the scout.
Love it.
We all still have the urban environment thing.
Yep.
Yes,
Right.
you do.
Which is awesome.
Yeah. All right, so put yourself down by where you want to be, either in relation to the elevator door or to the open hole down to the next floor. All right, so Bash unjimmies the elevator, and Dabwick alone stands inside of it. Now, there's a series of chains as you're standing inside looking out, sort of the left corner there, that you have to hand over hand over hand over hand very slowly move. So you close the accordion gate on the door.
Well, wait. It makes noise going up and down no matter what, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's all go.
Yeah.
I mean-
and then Dabba could still do the hide in plain sight and scout a little once we get down there and see if that draws anything to us. Then
Let
we
them
could
poke
use
out
them
first.
a first feeler out.
Sure.
But then we're all down there. That's what I vote for.
All right, let's do it.
Squeeze in, everybody. Squeeze in.
Such close quarters. Okay.
Take us to the map.
Where's this map? There's that map.
This episode should be called Anxiety.
Duly noted.
Or we will do anything else except for fight the ultimate big bad.
All but fight. Let's just start with A. Anything but here.
So, we cram ourselves into the elevator, and with just barely enough room to move his muscles and work the mechanism, grip in the corner is creak, 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 hand over hand, moving the chains to operate this elevator, which moves at a painfully slow rate of 10 feet per round. So it takes like 12 full seconds of creaking and groaning to get down to the next level. And then you have the creaky old accordion door to move out of the way. Oh, I guess Dabwick's very small, so Dabwick can duck underneath it. So Dabwick ducks underneath and into this surgery space. It's a little bit smaller than the tower above, 25 feet by 35 feet. It's a wide open space with a surgical table at the center. Dabwick immediately can tell what has been casting this light. There are 3 stained glass windows, one on the east wall, one on the west wall, and one on the north wall, each of them depicting an angel with her hands inside the body of a patient whose face is contorted in an expression that is impossible to tell if it is agony or exultation. And there is a shining light erupting from the wounds. So 3 of these fucking things. Something behind them is casting light.
Right, because we're underground.
You're underground. So there is something behind each of these stained glass windows casting light through them to fill the chamber with that creepy imagery. There are neat rows and tables of alchemical and surgical gear lining all the walls. In the southeast corner of the room, so right in front of Dabwick as they're sliding underneath this accordion door and into the chamber, hiding in plain sight, there is a towering glass cylinder about 5 feet wide and nearly 15 feet tall. It's going almost all the way up to the ceiling. That seems to contain a sickly yellow mass of protoplasm it looks kind of like a yellow lava lamp, but 15 feet tall. Give me your stealth check there, Polly.
That's a 31 on the stealth.
Ooh.
So blending into the walls of this underground chamber, somehow vanishing from sight, even though there's light cast everywhere. The first thing you notice as you step out, in terms of the things I have not yet mentioned, is there is a 12-foot tall, rickety construction of glass tubing, metal, and pipes in a roughly humanoid shape with a brain and 2 eyes afloat at the top of this figure's body, standing right next to the elevator opening, within easy reach of it. Let me give you a picture here.
Devik just slinks back.
We chose poorly.
It's, so each of the fingers on its left arm end in filled syringes.
How did I know you were going to say that?
And its right arm ends in a giant filled syringe. Here is,
Oh my god!
here's this thing.
We're so unprepared for everything.
But the good news, here, let me put the...
Well, we do have some good news. We still have a +2 to hit and +2 damage against golems right now.
You
right?
sure do?
I think this is voiced by Alan Tudyk.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
So, you see it there, Devs?
Yeah.
So you're easily within its reach, but even though it is very clearly with its 2 floating eyeballs in the glass jar atop of its towering body, staring right at the entrance to the elevator, it seems to see nothing come out.
Oh my god.
I relay that information to the team.
So Devik slides underneath the accordion thing and then just back to the wall, just goes kind of pale gray and blends into the wall, staring up at this alchemical golem that is towering about 4 times their height
This
over
thing
them.
is so creepy looking.
Well, now I'll do an invisibility spirit.
Now that it's not just recon.
Oh. Well, the good news is it does have a brain. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we make any kind of knowledge check
Just you
against
waste
it?
all the...
So Dabuk is
But it's a
Dabuk is
golem, I can't.
desperately describing this thing to you. Those of you that can make knowledge are Kana.
Is there any check to make on the vat of yellow?
God. I rolled a 4. I rolled a 3 on history and a 4 on this.
And you still got a
29.
yeah. I got a 31.
And yes, you can make a knowledge. I guess it'd be dungeoneering check on the giant lava lamp of yellow.
Well, I rolled
sludge.
a 2 that time.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 that time as well.
13.
15.
29.
Okay, so the alchemical golem. This is a proper golem, which means it is entirely immune to magic, entirely immune to spells or spell-like abilities that allow spell resistance. But you would know about this particular kind. All of the golems have like one kind of thing that can work on it. In this case, it is spells with the sonic descriptor can work on this.
Oh, good.
Otherwise, yes.
There are so many of those.
Otherwise, it is a construct, so you know it's immune to mind-affecting effects and all that long laundry list of stuff. You know that every time it attacks, as it stabs you with its syringes,
Yep.
it does. I've got a random list here of things that it can possibly do to you. No way to predict what kind of damage or effect may affect you. It can reach inside of itself and pull out bombs that operate like a high-powered alchemist's bomb. So, ton of damage, random energy type, and a little more splash damage than you might be expecting.
Oh my god.
What else? Yeah, if you attack this thing with a non-reach melee weapon, you will of course take some kind of damage as the shit inside of it splashes out on you. And it requires adamantine weapons or bludgeoning weapons to effectively damage it.
It's not too late to go to the tree.
So as the two of you are sharing that information around the party, Bash is also eyeing the giant lava lamp. Is like, I think that's an ochre jelly in there. Which is
If we could get them to fight each other.
perfect. So an ochre jelly is a gigantic ooze that secretes acid that dissolves only flesh. And if you
They're immune to each other.
if you deal any slashing or piercing
Make more of
or electricity damage to it, it splits into 2 identical jellies.
Each with half the hit points, though, right?
Sure, yeah, but the same size and the same deadliness.
Susceptible to that alkali
Oh yeah,
flask we just picked up.
Yep. Okay, so frozen moment here as that's all being shared telepathically.
I quit.
I'm petrified. I am petrified into inaction.
I cannot fight either of these things.
You could also, Dabba could just go back in the elevator and you could continue down the next 120 feet down to the basement if you wish. At the moment, it seems to be waiting for someone to come out of the elevator, but not moving from its position. And right now it sees nobody coming out of the elevator.
I think I vote for that. Like, if this is a thing we don't have to fight, let's maybe not fight it.
Oh, believe me, I'm always on board with that plan. But what the fuck worse is below?
Darrow. I don't know. This is...
Let's go. Let's go down.
That sounds
Let's
fun.
Keep going. Get
You
back
want me-
on the elevator,
You want me to
buddy.
make another
Let's go.
stealth check, or
Yes, please, thank you.
okay?
Question about the lava lamp container.
Yep.
Does it look like the sort of thing like that ooze is trapped in it?
Yes. It is contained within it.
Don't worry, I'm sure the golem knows
It cannot
how to
it cannot
let
dissolve
out.
glass or metal.
Does that thing look like it's movable?
The lava lamp?
Yeah.
No, I mean it's not on
Huge.
wheels or anything. It is a like a giant industrial glass vat.
Is it the sort of thing that Grip could pick up and move?
Oh no, it'd be thousands of pounds.
Okay.
15 feet tall.
Okay.
And you would know that the ochre jellies themselves weigh upward of 2,600 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jeepers.
They're incredibly dense. Would you get there
So
on your...
we'll just keep slashing it until it fills the room and suffocates.
Perfect. It doesn't breathe. What'd you get in your stealth check there?
I got a 30 on that stealth check.
All right, so as if no one ever entered the room, Devik just backs like Homer into the hedge and into the elevator.
Going down?
Going down. Let's shop for some more bad guys.
Lower level, oozes and golems.
Creak, 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 creak. 10 feet by 10 excruciating feet. Creak, creak, creak. Down deeper and deeper and deeper into the earth. Until finally, after 120 painstaking feet, the elevator reaches the bottom, and you're facing the giant, like 100-foot deep, like 30-foot wide cavern where you all fought the little gremlin
Yep.
100 years ago.
With the tiny hammer.
So the room looks much like Dabwick remembers it, except for the things standing inside of it, watching the elevator land at the bottom, which is 2 fucking gigantic centipedes over 20 feet long, covered in patches of glowing blue fungus with syrupy blue venom dripping from their mandibles. And right next to both of them is a Darrow holding an injection spear. That's the end of chapter 166. We're gonna fight some Darrow and giant centipedes next time.
Not if I Dimension Taurus out of here first.
Dark Nexus is produced by Plug and Hum Productions. This podcast uses trademarks and or copyrights owned by Paizo Incorporated, used under Paizo's fan content policy. This podcast is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, please visit paizo.com. That's Paizo.com. Dark Nexus uses music and soundscapes by Syrinscape. Check them out at Syrinscape.com. That's SYRINSCAPE.com. Opening and closing themes, along with additional music composed by Rob Kauzlaric. Artwork for Dark Nexus is by Matt Wahlquist. And thanks to DMCP, Richard and Ari, Paul and Shannon, Scotty, Jason, Jess, Joe, Chelsea, Matt, Dave, Derek, Darren, Michaela, J.H., the Biscuit Buddies, and everyone we've gamed with over the years for all the memories and inspiration.
You are a big part of our storytelling as well. And we love it when you help us.
You are, in fact, the antagonist.
And also often
pal.
the protagonist.
Wow.
The story pal.
Your story pal.
Story buddy.
My name's Rob. I'm the story pal tonight.
Protagonist, antagonist, and lover.